Well, you've got chocolates, you've got gummies, you've got sodas, you've got vapes, you've got just about everything in the edible cannabis space. And if you thought you'd heard it all, you have to think again, because edible ears are coming your way, courtesy of former heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson, almost 25 years after his now infamous fight with Evander Holyfield, in which Tyson, yes, took a bite out of Evander's ear, if you don't remember, lost his license, was suspended from the fight, and was fined $3 million. Well, Tyson 2.0 is changing the game in edibles. We're joined by Adam Wilks, the Tyson 2.0 CEO, and Chad Bronstein, co-founder and chairman. Good to see you both. Adam, tell me about where in the world this idea came from and what has reaction been?
Thanks for having us today. The reaction has been unbelievable. We just announced the Mike Bites yesterday, which just went viral. I mean, everybody picked it up. We had hundreds of millions of eyeballs on it. And we're super excited about this launch. Hits the markets in California this week. We'll be in the markets on Thursday, tomorrow. And then we launch in Nevada in 2 weeks, and followed by the additional 18 states that we have executed in across the nation. We're really excited about the launch. I actually have one of the only bags right now here in front of me. Give you guys a little.
And then to add on to that, Adam, the idea came from Azim. Can you guys hear me?
We hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, the idea came from Azim Spicer and Johnny and Kiki from earlier on in the days where they thought of Mike Bites and they wanted to bring it to the market. And Adam and I were able to execute that idea and bring it to market, which is obviously, like Adam said, yesterday was a great day for Tyson 2.0 because it was probably the most talked about cannabis product across the United States. And I think even internationally it was being talked about. So it went out, the way we hoped it would.
No doubt. I can see the buzz all across the internet. Adam, what does Evander Holyfield think of the idea? Oh, there they are.
That's a great question. They're holy ears, as Mike has stated. No further comment.
Well, that's the first time I've seen anyone hop an edible in their mouth in an interview. Good for you, Adam. Chad, do we know what the reaction has been from Evander Holyfield?
So, I think at this point in the career, like Mike and Evander have a good relationship. And I think that bygones be bygones. We're reaching out to Evander and we hope, I think at this point, it should be hopefully a positive response. But again, I know Mike and Evander have a great relationship now. And I think now that it's pretty amazing when you can poke fun at something. And I think there will be mutual respect there.
Adam, why do you think Mike Tyson has been so successful in the cannabis space?
Honestly, it's one word: authenticity. Mike's the most authentic celebrity athlete that there is in the cannabis space. There's so many celebrities that have tried to do what we've done with Tyson 2.0, but unfortunately, none of them have been as successful as we have. Mike has been an advocate for cannabis, his whole life, and is open about the benefits that the cannabis plays in Mike's life. I mean, whether it's anxiety, stress, whatever it be, Michael's very open about it, and which is obviously attributed to the success of this brand and just again the footprint we've been able to reach and to tap into Mike's fan base. I mean, we cater to Mike's fans when we're discovering and doing our R&D on new developments and products.
Interesting, just decades after his successful boxing career. I do want to ask you, Chad, about overall the atmosphere for cannabis, legal in 18 states, 38 medically. Some interesting news this week that 20 cannabis CEOs are going to Congress to talk about potential banking reform. How optimistic are you about A, federal legalization, and B, any type of banking reform that the industry so desperately needs?
I'm very optimistic. My other company is Philo, which is a compliance software and also an advertising software. And I think for us, we work with a lot of those MSOs. Tyson 2.0 works with a lot of them. And I think at this point, it's hard to ignore the level of success and the level of demand in the cannabis industry with COVID and deemed it essential. And obviously the current marketplace, I think that the Congress has to listen. And I think there's going to be a time and place where they're going to have to create safe banking, and they're going to have to legalize this. So I think that it's a matter of time. I think everyone wants to see it happen faster, but cannabis is a small industry. Everyone most people get along. And so coming together and really pushing safe banking and federal legalization, I think it will happen. I'm optimistic. We're hoping for sooner, but I can't give a timeline on that.
Yeah, Adam, the Biden administration was expected to be a green light, pun very much intended, but it's been really anything but that. It's been borderline hostile towards the cannabis industry, towards former employees or investors. What's your message to Congress and the Biden administration?
Well, again, it's not what we expected. We expected, obviously, this to be a completely different outcome with the administration. But as Chad mentioned, I mean, as more and more consumers seek, plant-based medicine and more states come online, it's only a matter of time when the Safe Banking Act will pass. I mean, it's the struggles that we go through to bank our capital, and again, whether it's loans or looking for capital, it's a struggle. So yeah, I mean, it's only a matter of time until Washington steps up and pushes forward here. I mean, it's a need. It's needed in this industry desperately.
Slowly evolving in recent years. Adam Wilks, Tyson 2.0 CEO. We know the rest of the day will be enjoyable to you. Chad Bronstein, Tyson 2.0 co-founder and chairman. Thank you both. Appreciate it.